and all of a sudden the ball stopped because I think Fisher wanted to throw it to him, and then he looked up and he wasn't open. Now he wasn't open anymore, and then we got back.
Jeff, go ahead.
Coach, Durant starts 6 of 8, finishes 9 of 19. How much do you attribute that to the job Tony Allen is doing, and how hard do you believe that Tony's making Kevin work on the offensive end?
Well, you know, I said it before, when a guy has the ball and has to score like that, it takes energy. And the more you make him work, that's the best you can do. We can't stop Kevin Durant. He's a great player. But, you know, he played 45, 46 minutes, and, you know, he's asked to carry a huge load for them. And as the game wears on, I think that, you know, other people for them and start taking the load away from him a little bit. But I don't think that, you know, we can stop it. So I'm not attributing it to us. You know, you got to go ask him personally why he shot 9 for 19 after going 6 for 8.
Go ahead, Peter.
Coach Marc picked up his 4th foul with about 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. You stayed with him. How strong is the temptation to take him out, and how important was his second half?
Well, it was not strong to take him out. It was, I got some doubt because Zach started screaming and he didn't want to come out of the game. And I almost gave in to him, but my gut kept telling me, leave Marc in the game, because Zach was struggling a little bit offensively. They were packing it in, they were running at him hard, and he wasn't able to get off. And so I decided to go ahead and take him out of the game, and we went to Marc, and Marc just, you know, started carrying us for a few minutes, which is what we needed. We had to court a little more spread because we only had one big in the game. Because Durant made a couple of jump shots from the perimeter that opened it up even more than what we had.
Barry Trammell, the Oklahoma. After game 1, Lionel, you talked about Ibaka just missed open shots. Well, he's still missing. He doesn't seem to be missing a lot of open shots. You guys are running pretty good.
Everybody that's out there shooting, we want to close out. We want to have people shoot contested shots. That's a part of our defense as well. And, you know, sometimes he had some open ones he missed, and other times we challenged him. And the more you challenge, the lower the shooting percentage is. I mean, that just goes hand in hand. Because the guy gets hot and he doesn't even see you. But usually contested shots create a lower shooting percentage.
Chris Harrington, Memphis Flyer. Lionel, in the first 2 games, Oklahoma City, Tony Allen and Quincy Pondexter have only been on the floor together for, I think, 2 minutes. You used that look a lot tonight. Was that an adjustment you had planned on coming in, or just the flow of the game?
Well, I didn't try to make any adjustments substitution-wise in terms of personnel, who was in, who was out. I just thought that, you know, I want to keep somebody that might be able to play Durant a little bit, take Tony off, and then having Tony in the game allowed me to keep him on. We had Marc Durant trying to cover both of those guys with arguably our 2 best perimeter defenders. And, you know, I don't sit down and say, I'm going to play this guy instead of that guy. You know, I just see how it goes. And then when I watched the flow of the game, it was I said, we need to stay a little bit bigger on Martin. We need to stay a little bit bigger with Durant as well. I thought, you know, Tony battled, he was tired, Durant was tired, and, you know, the thing was, it was just a team, man. I mean, when you talk about individual this and individual that, but as a group, they hustled back a couple of times, forced turnovers in transition where they had numbers and looked like they were going to score. We took a charge on them. You know, I just thought that we were just outstanding as a team in our effort and our commitment to compete.
Coach Andre Johnson, Memphis Sport Magazine. You mentioned that several of the players were screaming and yelling at you during the course of the game.
That happens every game. So
Was Tony Allen one of them? And talk a bit about the offensive spark.
Why are you asking me if Tony Allen's one of them? Did you hear it or what?
Well, talk a bit about the offensive spark he's had throughout this playoff series.
Well, Tony is aggressive attacking the basket, and you know, a lot of times they leave him and he's able to get to the basket and get layups, or he gets offensive rebounds, and sometimes he's driving by guys because they're lesser talented defenders, and you know, we like that.
One more.
Coach, can you talk a little about the importance, first of all, Stephen Robinson from WXVT, CBS Greenville, Mississippi, talk about the importance of defending your home court and not giving back that home court advantage?
Well, we got to do it one more time, but it's very important. I mean, in order for us to win the series, we had to win one in Oak City, and we had to take care of business. Every series that we're in, if we continue on, has to be that way. And so it's important for us to win at home, because if you don't, then you got to go win another game. And you know, it's difficult in the playoffs to win 2-3 games on the other team's home court. I mean, he's happened before, but it's very difficult. I'd rather take my chances with where we're sitting now and try to win all of our home games, and you know, that would secure a series. But we got a long ways to go, and we got to keep battling. We got to play better on Monday, and they'll be ready to make some more adjustments. And you know, it's a tough battle between two very talented defensive teams.
All right, thanks,
Jeff,
everyone.
No, Jeff had a question. I got to hear Jeff.
Yeah. Thanks, Lionel. Jeff Calkins from the Commercial Appeal. In terms of the yelling at you stuff, is that part of the competitive tension of the team, or is that every team does that? Or is this
Exactly.
team
I mean, they were
particularly
yelling
feisty?
at themselves. I mean, that's part of competing and wanting people. I mean, every team I've ever played on has been that way. If they're not going at each other, challenging each other, then they're not very competitive.
Thank you. Just to let
Make some shots. Believe in our guys. They work extremely hard every day to make those shots, and like I said, those are good shots. We are hopeful that we get those same shots next game.
Lee Smith for 3 Shades of Blue. Can you talk a little about the decision to play Kevin so many minutes, and then the defensive matchup that he found himself up against Marc Gasol?
Well, the decision playing Kevin a lot of minutes, that's easy. He's a pretty good player. You know, he had plenty of rest, a lot of timeouts, so that wasn't a factor. You know, his energy was good. He rebounded, he passed, he made some shots, got to the free throw line. You know, we didn't make shots tonight, and we didn't get to the free throw line other than Katie. We got to somehow get to the free throw line. We've always been a good free throw shooting team. We didn't make them at the percentage we like, but we didn't get there as much as we were accustomed to getting there.
Ron Haynes, Commercial Appeal, Memphis. It seemed like in the third quarter, maybe the fourth, you got a little of your tempo. They weren't getting second chance points. You rebounded like you wanted to. It seemed like you were getting to your game, like you said, but the shots just wouldn't drop. But you had to feel like the tempo was more to your liking.
No, it was everything was good other than we couldn't make a basket. You know, we got 88 shot attempts, and we got pretty good looks. We missed a couple of, easy. I wish we can get those same shots. But give them credit. They make plays down the stretch, and you know, that's playoff basketball. Like I said, we put ourselves all 3 games to be in the game and win the game at the end. We won 1, lost 2. We got to strap it up again come Monday and compete the way we competed the last 3 games.
Nick Gallup, under.nba.com. Coach, I just wanted to get your thoughts on the defense as a whole, but specifically Serge defending Zach Randolph most of the 8 points, blocks for shots.
Well, I have a lot of respect for Zach, what he does and what he brings to this team. He's a relentless player. He's physical. He has just a knack for scoring, and he's a hard guard for anybody in this league. I thought Serge has done a good job on him tonight. You know, I don't know how many offensive rebounds. He had 1 offensive rebound, and that's quite an accomplishment considering we made them miss, 44 shots.
Barry Trammell, field room study, you got to find some points from somewhere. Serge is getting a lot of shots, not making many. What's going on with him? And he even missed 2 dunks tonight.
Yeah, he missed a couple layups and a couple dunks. It's something that he has to continue to fight through. We're gonna stay with him. We're gonna work through some of the offense where he gets these same good looks, and he's gonna have to step up and make them. And he one thing about Serge, he works. He believes in the work that he does, and our guys believe in him. Otherwise, he's not going to get 17 shots. But they believe that he can make those shots, and give our guys a lot of credit. They're not going to turn their back on a guy that hasn't made shots. But we know he can, and he will eventually. Hopefully, next game he does.
Gerald McHenry, Radio Free Nashville. Coach, speak to Reggie Jackson's 2 plays in the fourth quarter with the charge we had Fisher going on the right sideline for a 3, possibly took that charge and that foul on Mike Conley in the backcourt. Speak to that. Is it a young player, or was that just he was playing a little over aggressive during those 2 plays?
Well, he had a great game. Unfortunately, he made that was a mistake that he wish he can get back, that we all do. But that one play did not decide the game. Just the play before, he had a big steal that put us in the position to cut it to 2. I thought no, that was a decision we could have got better. We could have got a better look with, but it's not. I'm not going to say this had nothing. That play had nothing to do with winning and losing tonight. We put ourselves in this position of not shooting the ball well because we competed on the defensive end. That's how we've always won. That's how our DNA is made of. Is defensive toughness. Put ourselves in a position, and eventually we're going to have a stretch during the game when we get hot. We didn't have that tonight, and normally we do. We normally have 3 of them.
Scott Bob Barry, K4 Oklahoma City. I think the last game, Fisher hit a 3, and then you didn't score a point in the last 2:41 tonight, a 3 to tie it, no points in the last 2 minutes. So is that just missed shots, or is that just failing to execute completely down the stretch?
No, it was missed shots. You know, we had KD had a great move. He spun. He lost the ball. Tony Allen was aggressive, lost the ball, and he took the shot. And Gasol contested, and we had a chance to get the offensive rebound, but we didn't do that. There was a couple of possessions down the stretch we had good looks, but we came up empty. But that's part of it. You know, the score was in the 80s. We took a lot of shots and we missed a lot of shots. Fourth quarter defense was good, a lot better than I would say the last game.
Coach Mark Kaplan, 730 Yahoo Sports. You talked about Kevin Durant not being fatigued, but he only had 2 points in the fourth quarter. What was that? Was that defense? Was he just not aggressive?
Well, one of the things that KD, he's a playmaker. He gave a lot of guys good shots, and he's going to continue to play that way. He's not a ball hog. He's not a gunner. He's a player, and he's going to look to make the right plays. And a lot of times, I don't know if you guys realize this, that he demands a lot of attention. So you have 2 or 3 guys on him. He can take as many shots as he wants, but they're not going to be good shots when you have 2 or 3 guys covering him. And I give him, but he's always been that way. He looks for his teammates, and if we continue to do that, they continue to do that, he's going to continue to not have a lot of points in the fourth quarter, but he's giving opportunities for other guys to make shots, and he believes in them. I believe in him, he believes in them, and that's what good teams do. Unfortunately, we didn't hit shots tonight.
Coach, what type of effect do you think Tony Allen's defense has had on KD? He's been making him work pretty hard on that end.
No, he's an aggressive player. That's one of the things that he does well. He's an aggressive player. KD's going to get his points. No one stops him. You know, he has a skill set that's hard to defend. And they do a good job of making him catch the ball tougher. But, you know, I think KD, he had the game. He had the game that we want him to have. He rebounded, he passed, he didn't have high turnovers. He got to the free throw lines, he missed them. You know, he's a 90% free throw shooter. But you know, I can't. I mean, they're going to continue to guard him that way, and our guys are going to continue to get good looks, and they're going to make them.
Thanks, Coach.
Captain Bob Barry, K4 Oklahoma City. Was it just a matter of missed shots, both from the field and the foul line tonight, why you guys lost?
Yeah, I mean, we cleaned up some things from game 2. Taking off the offensive boards, we didn't turn the ball over a lot. You know, we executed, we missed some shots, man. You know, it's frustrating, but you know, we can't hang our heads, man. We got to just keep fighting, keep improving. You know, just learn from it. You know, embrace the tough times, you know, and get better from it. So, you know, I believe in all my teammates, and you know, we're gonna continue to make the right plays. And, next game, I feel confident that we can make those shots.
Barry Trammell with the Oklahoma. Kevin, how do you get Serge going? He missed 2 dunks tonight, and they're pretty open plays. He's obviously in some kind of funk. What can you do to get a guy going?
Well, first of all, you got to give him confidence. You know, continue passing the ball. I'm not going to, you know, stop passing the ball because he missed a few shots. And, you know, just not let him put too much pressure on himself. You know. Well, I mean, I think we did a good job. You know, I was able to push him out a little bit. My teammates helped me out. Other than those two free throws, I mean, he didn't score easy. You know, he didn't get offensive rebounds. I think on the offensive end, we got some good things we could do at the small lineup. So it's just a matter of us, you know, keeping him off the glass and not letting him get easy shots. But other than those free throws, they did a good job.
Kevin, Jonathan C. Smith, 730 Yahoo Sports. Tough loss tonight, but you got to be encouraged with the way the young fellow played. Reggie Jackson tonight, 16 points. 10 rebounds. Talk about what he played there in the fourth quarter.
Well, he was aggressive. And, you know, people don't realize it's his first time playing in the playoffs. You know, he's like a rookie. So he's learning along the way. And,
he's done a great job for us, just being aggressive in that fourth quarter. He brought us back in the game and tied it up for us and made some big plays. So, you got to be patient with Reggie Jackson. He's going to learn, he's going to get better, and we know that. So he's putting us in position to win games. We just got to figure a way out to finish it.
Kevin, Nick Gallup, under.nba.com. The areas that you were really interested in doing well tonight, points in the paint, second chance points, rebounding, you did all of that. What was the key to being able to be successful in those areas?
We made a conscious effort, to box out and get rebounds and keep the ball in our hands. We had a few turnovers, but we had a charge and fast screen and things like that. But we kept the ball in our hands. But when it comes down to, we got to make shots. You got to put the ball in the basket, to win a basketball game. I think we did a good job of just helping the bigs out as well. But like I said, I feel confident in our group that we can make those shots next game. The Grizzlies are a tough team to score on and a tough team to stop, but I think we did a great job of just sticking with it for 48 minutes.
Kevin, what specifically about Tony Allen gives you the most trouble? What specifically about his defensive game?
Well, it's not like one defense. I mean, he's a great defender, don't get me wrong, but they have a great team defense, and when I'm having the ball up top, they do such a good job of showing the picture. So, I got to make the right plays to my teammates, and that's going to start to open things up for me. And I missed a few in the second half, but can't hang my head. So, I think our main thing is to play solid defense and offense, move the ball, and find a good shot. I think we did that tonight.
Kevin, you guys have had trouble closing out the games in the last 2 to 3 minutes of the last two. Has that shown you and the team how much a small margin of error you guys have in the series?
Yeah, that's the playoffs.
Go ahead, Teresa.
For either Mike or Mark, Teresa Walker, Associated Press. How nice is it to, they beat you on the boards, offensive boards, things like that, but you managed to finish them off to win 6-6 at the line in the final 63 seconds. Nice to be up 2-1 at this point after what happened today?
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, we were fortunate, down the stretch that some plays went our way, and obviously they beat us in a lot of different areas tonight, and for us to come away with the win, we're very happy with it. We'll take it, but it just goes to show we got a lot of work to do, and we got to do better next game.
I felt like every game we got better, and today we were not better than the last game, and that was always one of our goals, to be better the next game. And I felt tonight we had too many breakdowns defensively. We were not aware to protect that paint, too many points in the paint, too many fast break points, and we got to be better than that in order to win the series.
Lee Smith for 3 Shades of Blue. For either one of you, talk a little bit about the bench play today. A lot of times when bench players get back on their home court, they tend to play better. Can you talk about their contribution tonight?
They play good. They play good, and we need more of that. We need to play consistently like they did tonight. We're going to need more of that going forward. I'm happy the way they played. They played with confidence. And we got to keep it up.
Same thing.
Good, Andre.
Andre Johnson, Memphis Sports Magazine. This question for both of you guys. A lot has been said about Tony Allen and defending, but talk a bit about how special his offensive presence has been throughout the series.
Tony's given us a lot more than what people expect. Defensively, he obviously is going to do what he does defensively, but offensively, he's been, creating extra possessions for us, getting offensive rebounds, pushing on the break, getting to the free throw line, and anything we can get out of TA in that sense is huge for us, and that's really it's been on playoffs, and he's been huge.
Chris Harrington, Memphis Flyer, for Mark, I guess. How much of a concern is it that they played much more small ball in this game than they did in Oklahoma City and still out-rebounded you guys? And then in addition to that, despite winning the game, you thought they made some adjustments that were effective for them?
Of course they did some adjustments. The first half they tried to burn us because we overhelped too much, I felt like. And they did a good job of finding the open guy. And with overhelp, what happens too is that it's hard to box out when you're losing your position defensively. So the ball is, the offensive guy has the position for rebound. Normally he's going to get it. But we got to do a better job of everybody going back in the paint and rebounding. because if we don't get it, we're probably gonna tap the ball back and try to, keep it alive. And we just got to do a better job all around defensively. I thought, we got away with a lot of things tonight, but at the end, I thought we did a much better job of executing things that we didn't do on game one. And we got the good rebound, we made shots, we played the right way at the end, and I'm happy with that too.
Peter?
Peter Huddleston, Sports 56, this is for Mark. You picked up your 4th foul in the 3rd quarter with a long time. Might have left you in. Were you surprised?
The best game, I've ever played, but that, I was going to have to make some shots or make free throws down the stretch to get a win. So just kept confidence in me and believing that, I get my opportunity and I was able to get to the free throw line and knock some down.
And Mark, just talk about Mike coming in, without having the best game and hitting those big free throws.
Good job.
You wouldn't like to give me any credit, man.
I'm real hard. That.
Eli Savoy, Sports 56 Radio here in Memphis. Mike, for you, the play late there where you drew the charge on Jackson, kind of take us through that play, what you saw and how you were able to get to that spot.
Well, it was just a reaction. I knew that Jackson had done a great job of creating offensive opportunities by pushing the ball and getting to the rim quick, and I was the only person back. So, I just stood my ground and tried to remember which way he liked to go, and guessed one way, and then stood there, and I was able to get that charge and save a bucket.
This is for both of you guys. Ramona Show with ESPN.com here. Are you guys the favorites in the series now? I mean, you sort of have all the momentum now.
We don't look at that way. That's not something that we care for tonight. We have a lot of room to improve, and that's the only thing that matters. The tags and all that stuff, we'll leave it to you guys. It doesn't face us. It never has, never will.
Mike?
We're still hungry. We're still hungry.